Are you ready to level up your future? Every Saturday, PDTV brings you maths class on PDTV YouTube channel, the place where knowledge meets opportunity.
High schoolers, level up your brain. PDTV maths sessions every Saturday. Algebra, fractions, equations, functions, all made simple, all made fun. So you all jump on the bus, let's go to where your future is bright. Matter what we say, matter what we need. No game, no gimmicks, just knowledge we are defend. PDTV maths every Saturday.
Hello guys, welcome back to another informative PDTV mathematics session where we uncover all the deep secrets of math. All right, so here on a Saturday, let me get this muted. All right. All right, so we're here every Saturday at 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. All right, guys, so please let me know if there is a issue with my screen or even my audio. All right, something went off screen just now. Just give me a second to pull it back up. In the meantime, we are going to allow some other people to join so that we can get the class moving. All right, let me just bring my screen back up so you guys can see it. All right, give me a second. All right, so currently we're just allowing people to join before we move on. All right, guys, something disappeared from my screen, but that's not gonna stop our process today. All right, so I'm just giving a few more people some time to join, and I'll pull my screen back up in a couple of seconds. All right. All right, so we're giving us a couple more minutes. Well, just 1 minute max, then I jump back in. So don't mind the tiles on the screen. Screen in a couple of seconds, guys. So we're all good. So persons on the Google Meet, please let me know if my audio is good so that we can have this class today. All right, everything will be back up. All right, guys, so that's 15 seconds left on the clock before we move in our session. All right, things are loading a little bit slow on my end, but we'll get there. Let's see what we have here. All right. That's this. Guys, 5 seconds and we are back in, guys. Don't stress, don't worry. We are good. All right. Let's move this. And persons who are in the YouTube space, remember to enter the class with an open mind, ready to get these material down. All right, Google Meet people, I'm not hearing anything from you guys. Please let me know if my audio is doing okay before we move on. All right, so we're good, guys. Don't stress. All right, let's go over there. All right, so let's head back into Google Meet and get my screen back up for you guys to see. All right, guys. So, see, just as I said, we are good. We don't need to stress whenever we're on. All right, let me see what's happening in the YouTube space. We're kicking things off pretty quick and straightforward, guys. So, remember, we would have covered the basics last week. So, we're just going to be going through things as we go along. All right, so let's see. Perfect. YouTube space. Is my audio cool? Let me know. All right, good. So remember that I touched on the basics of the factorization process last week, all right? However, we're going to be diving down deeper into what we have going on here. Guys, let me know if I'm good on the YouTube space, please. Google Meet, I'm not hearing anything. Let me go in and see who is here. Google Meet people. I want to know if my audio and my video is good on the receiving end of the class. All right, let me see. All right, guys, remember, if you're doing it on a cell phone, just rotate the phone in landscape mode and just press the extend button for it to fit full screen. All right, full screen button if you're on mobile, so that you can get it bigger. All right, and no problem. All right, perfect. I'm increasing the font. Good, guys. So giving me the feedback, that's fine. That's good. So that works. So let me extend the font a little bit more. Perfect. So you get. Go again. All right. So the person who are asking increase the font. I just did just now. I zoomed it in. Okay, perfect. You're welcome. And remember, if you're on mobile, rotate the cell phone sideways or in landscape mode and click your full screen. All right, guys, please. So let's move a little bit closer to what we have here. Okay, good. That's good. Much appreciation. Perfect. So now we're good. That's how it is, guys. We have to give me a little bit of feedback, especially when, like in the first 5 minutes, so that we can get some things out if there are any issues. And if you're hearing any echo, you can also let me know so that we can address them. Perfect. So let's look at the 4 problems here, or a little bit of recap. Let me extend my screen as well a little bit more, because I want you guys to see everything that I'm doing. All right, so now we have a big white screen cutting out the slides on the side. All right, let me see. Oh, perfect. So play this. All right. So let's say, for example, let's say for these 4 questions up on screen. All right. Remember, guys, we are looking on the algebraic factorization. So if you're in school or class or studying and you hear the term algebraic factorization come up, this is what we're doing here in class today. Now we're gonna move another level up so that you guys can see what's happening. All right, so let's say, for example, I have this first problem. We're not gonna be looking at number 1 to 4 as yet. All right, let's say we have 2a plus, let's say 4. All right, let's say we have 2a plus 4, and your teacher asks you, or Mr. Thompson asks you to factorize this. Now, what you're basically being asked is to express the algebraic expression in terms of products. Now, in math, once we see the word product, that is speaking about multiplication. Remember, guys, product, multiplication. So you might see a question that says, find the product of. It means a multiplier or multiply. And since we're on the topic of math operations, product means multiply, sum means to add, difference, you guys might want to take a picture of this. Difference means to subtract, and quotient means division. So not all questions will have the actual words that we are used to from primary school. Right? So you see quotient, sum, difference, product. All right. So, but now we're looking on product, which is how we're going to write our quadratic, our algebraic expression. So let's say, for example, you ask to factorize this. Number 1, factorize this, 2a plus 4. First thing that we're going to be doing, first thing, is just focus on the numbers only. We're not going to be looking on any letters as yet, because these questions come with number and letters or variable, right? We call the letters in math variable. Remember, first step, we're not looking at any number to confuse ourselves. So you can't say Mr. Thompson never tell you look on no letter yet. We're just focusing on numbers. So the first thing that we do, we're going to take the 2 numbers out. First number is 2, second number is 4. First thing. Now we're going to ask ourselves, what are the factors of 2 and 4? Google Meet people. Is my audio good? Is my video okay? Come on, Google Meet. Give Mr. Thompson the feedback so we can provide good quality.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. Perfect. So factors of 2. What we're going to be asking ourselves, what numbers can we use to divide the number 2 without leaving a remainder? All right, guys, what numbers can we use to divide 2 without leaving a remainder? So we're looking on the 2 first. So Google Meet people, go to work. YouTube people, let's go to work right now. Numbers that can be used to divide 2 without leaving a remainder. Let's go, guys. I heard something in the chat just now. All right, let me pull this up a little bit. All right. So 1 and 2, 2 and 1. Excellent. That's nice. 1 and 2, 2 and 1. Here, let me see what my Google Meet chat is saying. All right, let's see. Patricia Dean, welcome. All right, perfect. Let me go back. All right, guys. So factors of 2. Perfect. Let's record our 2 and our 1. So guys, whenever I hear about factors, it's just asking what numbers can divide exactly into that number. So for the number 2, the factors are 2 and 1 because they divide exactly into the number 2. Look at this. So if we should say 2 divided by 1, that's going to be equal to 2. And if we should say 2 divided by 2, that's going to be equal to 1. There is no remainder. All right, so you have to remember that. So now that we have our 1 and our 2, what are the factors for 4? Let's go to work, guys. Factors of 4. What are the factors of 4? Let's go to work, everybody. YouTube space, factors of 4. Google Meet space, factors of 4.
High schoolers, level up your brain.
Are you ready to level up your future? Every Saturday, PDTV brings you maths class on PDTV YouTube channel, the place where knowledge meets opportunity.
And 4 are all the numbers that can divide 4 exactly without leaving a remainder. Guys, you have to remember the no remainder part is important. So now, once we have all our numbers identified, so all these are factors. First set, factors of 2. Second set, factors of 4. So now, we're going to identify what is common to both sets. So now, 1 is here, 1 is also here. 2 is here, 2 is also here. So 1 and 2 are common to both the factors of 4 and 2. Now that we identify what is common, our next step is to choose the one that is the biggest. So choose the largest one. So 1 and 2 are common. So we choose 2. Remember now, guys, I have to choose the biggest one to use. That's why it is called the highest common factor or the greatest common factor. So that 2 now will go here on the outside of the parentheses. Once we're finished with the numbers, we're going to check if there are any letters that are common to this first term and this second term. So in this case, A is only common to the 2. So we're not going to use any letters on the outside. If we had an A on the 4, then we would have pulled the A on the outside. So since the A is not common, we're only going to use the 2. That's there. All right, guys, let me know if you're following, guys. First, people in the Google Meet, you can unmute your mic if you want to say something. Let me know. People in the YouTube space, let me know if the explanation is going well. We don't want to have anybody getting confused here. All right. So once we choose our highest common factor, which is the 2, we will need a number to go here. I'm using a question sign for each, and a number or a term to go here. Remember, you're going to bring down your plus sign down here. So we will need the number for the first question mark and the number for the second question mark. Now, how do we get that done? Because once we get those guys, let me know if there's any disruption. Google Meet, how is it going?
Good.
All right, thank you. Yeah, man, there was a slight disruption just now. Perfect. So once we get those terms, you would have solved the problem. So now the question we're asking ourselves is, what number or term do we multiply by the 2 on the outside to get back 2a at the top? Right? So let me use a little bit of circle. Let me circle some stuff here. So now we're only focusing on this term at the top here. We're only focusing on 2a because we're going to use 2a to get the answer for here. All right. So what can we multiply by the 2 to get 2a, guys? This one is easy. 2a. What can we multiply by 2 to get 2a? What can we multiply by 2 to get our 2a? Come on, guys. What can we put beside the 2 to get 2a? All right. I'm going to let that question marinate for a couple of seconds. Let's say we want our, I'm seeing 1, 1, but if you multiply 2 by 1, you just get 2. You're not going to get 2a. So when again, Google Meet or YouTube. If you multiply 2 by 1, you just get 2. But we need to get back our 2a that is at the top. That's what we need to get. All right, 1a, perfect. So 1a, somebody says 1a. 1a is also the same thing as a. All right. So if we divide 2 by a, perfect. So if we divide 2 by a, we're going to get back the 2a. Perfect. Right there, so. And that's how you go. Second question now. So we get the first part to answer properly. So now the second part now. We're looking under 4. What? So we need that answer to go here. What can we multiply by the 2 on the outside to get 4? Right. What do you multiply by 2 to get 4? And basic maths this now. We multiply by 2 to get 4. 2 what give you 4? 2. Excellent, man. 2. Right. So that's how we get our result. So 2 goes right there. And that is basically the answer. That's how we get our answer. Guys, remember, we start out simple, but we always excel in terms and 2. So let me do the first example with you guys now. Not gonna rush through because I want you to understand what is going on here. All right. So let's say we take number 1. All right. So we're looking at number 1. Number 1 says 12. Oh, let me write that a little bigger. Come on, I don't want to be squinting the eyes. All right. So number 1 says 12a plus 18. Same procedure, guys. What was the first thing that we focused on in solving the problem? What was
The
the first?
number,
Go again?
I said it was the number.
Excellent. So we're just looking at the numbers. That's perfect. Take out the numbers, write them. So when you're solving problems like these guys, quiz. Have a little section on the side that says rough work. You understand? Always put your rough work or your process because you get marks from that as well. So number, perfect. So we take out the numbers. Good. So what are we going to do with the numbers?
Can you find the multiple of them?
All right. So guess what? Now multiple is the opposite of factor. But remember, we're finding the factors, not the multiples. Because if we should find the multiples of these numbers right now, there is no end to the multiple. The multiple just keeps going and going. Even when we turn 100, we can't stop right multiples. So we're not going to put yourself in that case. All right, so we find the factors. So it's factors and multiples. So we find factors. What are the factors of 12? Factors of 12, guys. What are all those numbers that we can use to divide 12 without leaving a remainder? One, guys. What do we use to divide 12? What are some numbers that can be used to divide 12? Nice. Excellent.
6, 12.
6 and 12. Do you have anything else?
No,
All right. I see Valet Ramsey with the multiples. Remember also one. All right. So 1 is multiple, it was a mistake. So these are the factors of 12. So 1 is always the first factor. Because if we divide any number by 1, we'll just all right, let's go along now. 1, 3, give ourselves some time. I gave us the multiples of 18. Sorry, I keep saying multiple factor. And teacher make mistake too. I just say you go. But factors of 18. So no factors of 18. What's the next step? What is the next, guys? Factors of 18. What's the next step from here?
To find the number.
And just find the common factors. The number that are the same across the two numbers. So 1, all right, 1 is here, 1 is here. 2 is here, 2 is here. 3 is here as well. And we also have 6. So now that we found all numbers that are common, are all the common factors, what is one next step?
find the highest number.
Find the highest number.
Is it just the highest number?
Are you ready to level up your future? Every Saturday, PDTV brings you maths class on PDTV YouTube channel, the place where knowledge meets opportunity.
High schoolers, level up your brain. PDTV Maths. Sessions every Saturday. Algebra, fractions, equations, functions. All made simple. All made fun. So you all jump on the bus. Let's go to where your future is bright. That's what we say. That's what we need. No game, no gimmicks. Just knowledge we are defend.
I'm gonna walk on
PDTV Maths every Saturday.
Whether write them off, take a picture or something. So I'm gonna keep those up for now. So that's one. Yep.
Sir, can I please draw them up?
You can simplify it some more. 2a divided by 2.
All right.
Sir, you need to write it to bigger.
Okay, make it bigger. Perfect. No problem. That's fine. But remember, I hope you have your phone on landscape mode. And I hope you it's on your screen and put your phone on full screen. All right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. All right. So now we're going to move on to number 2.
I'm saying perfect.
All right. Excellent. Excellent. Now we're going to move on to number 2. All right. So now let's put that up. So what does number 2 say, guys? Come on, read number 2 to me. Google me. What does number 2 say?
Where?
20b plus 25.
All right. 20b. Sorry. Let me fix that 20.
20b.
All right. All right. Let's fix that 20. All right. So
We're doing multiples and division with it.
all right. So for the part where let me see. Person who said we made the mistake on YouTube, Wallet Ramsey, you can find that out so we can do a recap. Plus 25. All right. Now remember, Ramsey,
Yeah.
somebody say I make a mistake with the answer. I just want they can just point it out and tell it, and we go back and check who's making the mistake. Let me see. 2a plus 4. Let me see. Yes, that should be a A. Just the A right there. So right. Come on, so we go back on number 1. So that's Ramsey. Went back to number 1 already. All right, so let's move on to this one now. What's our first step, guys?
Ready.
Right, so ready for number 2 now. What's our first step?
Listen.
What is our
Find the factors of 20 and 25.
okay? Yeah, man.
That-
20 and 25. Excellent. So now we're gonna get some stuff done now. So what are the factors of 20 and 25?
Factors of 20 are 1.
I don't have
Or 5.
All right. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 10. Anything else?
20.
All right. 20. So the number itself is always included. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Please bear that in mind. So, a clue. 1 is always a part of the factor. So if you don't get nothing else right, you have to get 1. So 1 always in a hit. Even if the number is a big number, I may ask you, you have to can tell me say 1 in there. 1 is the first one. And the last one is the number itself. So you get 2 points already. All
Okay.
right? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Let me send this out. All right. Now, what are the factors of 25?
1, 5.
All right, let's jump to that now. So 1, 5, 25. All right, that look good. So now,
Okay.
remember, 1 is here, 1 is here. All right, 5 is here, 5 is here. So those are the only things that are common. All right, so now we need to find which one is the highest one, which is obviously that's 5. All right, 5 is the highest, so that means your 5 is gonna go out here. 5 comes here, parentheses. All right, so now I'm gonna show you guys a way that we can use to find out the answer that goes in the bracket. All right, guys, so if you are not responding to a question, you can mute the mic. Please mute the mic. All right, so I just have to jump in and mute it myself. But so if you're not responding to a question, keep the mics muted. Let me see who that is now. Let me see. Somebody mic is playing. Let me go in and check. View on call.
Sorry.
Somebody mic keeps disrupting us. All right, I see who it is. Bam. Problem solved. Yeah, man, we find out who. Good. So back to our screen now. All right, go full screen again. Perfect. So now that we have our 5 on the outside, I'm gonna show you guys a little trick. So we put back our plus sign down here. We need the number that goes here, right here. We need that term, and we need this term right here. So this is a trick, guys. So we're gonna use the entire 20b to find what goes here. So we take 20b divided by the 5 that is on the outside here, divided by this 5. That's a trick. So 5 goes there. So 5 into 5, 1, 5 into 20 goes 4 times. We don't need to touch the b because there was no cancellation for the b. So that's just 4b. Guys, this is useful when the questions get a little bit more challenging. So 4b goes right here. All right, and then we need to know what happens with the 25, what goes here. So what do you multiply? All right, so the 5 goes here. Perfect, thank you. So now I did 1 and 2. I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and do 3 and 4. So you're working on 3 and 4. So do number 3 first, and then I review it and we go through it together, and then we move on to number 4. So let's go. That's on you guys. YouTube space. We're looking on 3 and 4. And guys, remember to tell your colleagues at school, your cousins, your sisters, parents about the math class that happens on a Saturday, so we can have more
people.
Right. All right, so I'm giving us like a minute to get number 3 out the way. I'm gonna leave those examples up so you can just go back through the same step, same procedure, and do those 2. Man, the roosters are up, guys. If you hear them, are just rooster. I make nice.
So we are dividing or multiplying.
I'm gonna let you do that one on your own. Look back on the examples that we just touched on. What did we do? I'm not gonna make any comment about the question. That's it.
Okay.
All right, guys, 1 more minute and then we go through the question. All right. Is anybody ready with their answer? Let's go. All right. So let's check what's happening in the YouTube space so far. So Ramsey. All right. So 12C plus 21, that's equal to, so that's the way she divided the 14C by the 7 on the, okay. So let's write this out. So now, come on, I see that you guys are catching on perfectly. So let's look at number 3, where we got the 14C plus 21. We're gonna go through this a little bit faster now, guys, because I should be getting the basics. So 14 and 21. Pull out the numbers. We need the factors of those numbers. Let's go, guys. What are the factors of 14 and 21?
1, 2, 7, 14 are 1, 2, 7, and 14.
1, 2, 7, 14. Excellent. Factors of 21.
Factors of 21 are 1, 7, and 21.
Perfect. 1, 3.
It's the answer you're dealing with.
So we're looking at the factors first. We're doing the steps first. And 21. So those are all the factors. So now we're just gonna choose the biggest one that is common, and that is 7, right? Anybody have any other common answer? 7 is common, so we pull out the 7. All right, so now the 7 goes on the outside. 7 goes on the outside, parentheses comes here, plus sign comes down. Question: what do you multiply by 7 to get 14C?
14 divided by 7
Ah, you hear the now.
2C.
Perfect. Now, Mrs. say you follow what we just do. So now we have you took the 14. So 14C divided by 7. Perfect. 7 into 7, 1. 7 into 14, 2. That's 2C. So that's a little trick how to get your answer. So that's 2C. And then the number is pretty straightforward. What you multiply by 7 to get 21?
7 times 3, sir. 21.
Perfect. 7 times 3. And if, all right, so the person was asking if we multiply or divide. All right, so if you know the answer out your head, like if it's some simple answer and you know it, you can just say 7 times 3, 21. But that answer that you get, which is the 3, you get that answer after you do a mental division. Because if you should say 21 divided by 7, that will give you 3. So if you're asking if we are going to multiply or if we are going to divide, it's just the same thing, because multiplication is just the opposite of division. So now this is 3. All right, perfect. So I'm going to erase I'm going to erase 1 and 2. These are there. These are there for a while now. So we're going to erase 1 and 2 so I can have space to put number 4. All right. Okay, erase a business, yeah. Now work so good enough. All right, guys. No sweat. No sweat. All right. So now let's go back here. We still have everything under control, guys. Don't worry yourself. Don't worry yourself. Let me exit this mode right here. All right. So work on number 4 now, guys. So persons who have not completed number 4, you're working on number 4 right now. All right. If you haven't done number 4 it is for you guys. So work on number 4. We're gonna take number 4 in a minute. I see some people on the YouTube space have already completed their 4. All right, that's fine. Give me a minute and we take number 4. All right, that's fine. So now I'm gonna bring in some other types of questions. All right, so now we're hopping onto the intermediate phase of these problems, because you guys have a pretty good understanding of the basic components of what we're doing here. All right, so I'm gonna pull in now some intermediate type. So now I'm gonna be required to use all the skills that you attained from the basics and apply them to our intermediate section that we're jumping into right now. All right, so we're good, guys. Don't stress. Let me just put this in. Take these off. Take this one off as well. Yeah, guys, I see your answers coming in. So let me just put up the other few
Sir,
questions.
can I tell you my answer?
Oh, yes.
Let's
go.
2D plus 3.
Give me a second. 2D plus 3. Wait, let me. What are the factors? But did you find the factors? What are the factors?
Yes, sir. The
All right,
factors of 16 is 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16, and 24 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, and 12, and 24.
Okay, I was waiting on the 24 to see if you did go for the 24. Perfect. So now let me just paste this in so that we can have the next section, the intermediate section. Perfect. This is here. That's fine. So now I'm just gonna jump back over to this page and take your responses. Let's try this erasing business again. Now erase. All right, no problem. I'll get a brand new page for this one, yeah. Brand new page where I get, guys, no stress.
Yeah.
Slide. This done. All right, so please give me the problem now for number 4. What was number 4? Let me put 4.
Number 4 was 16D plus 24.
Plus 24. Let me expand my screen. 16D plus 24. All right, so now let's move ahead with this one. So we took out our numbers. So what are the factors of 16?
1, 2, 4, 8, and 16.
All right, give me a second. Give me a sec, guys. 1 second, guys. All right, 4, 8, and 16. What are the factors of 24?
1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, and 24.
4. All right, so you said the 4, then 8.
Yes, sir.
Is anything,
And 12 and 24.
is anything
You
missing?
can also put 6.
All right,
Yes,
6
it's
in there
6.
as well. 6, 8, 12,
Yes.
24. On the sound bright, someone. I want to study. All right, that's good. So now that we have all the factors of 16 and 24, we're going to choose what's common. So let's point them out. One is common with. All right, go ahead.
So the one that is common is 8.
All right, so good. So 8 is common, so we take the 8 outside. And the 8 goes on the outside, so that's the 8. All right, we don't have any variables working with, so we just need a number on the outside. So plus. So what do you multiply by 8 to get 16b?
16 divided by 8. 8 into 8, 1. 8 into 16 goes 2 times this equals 2D.
We're signing up for school challenge with 2D. Perfect. So what do you multiply by 8 to get 24?
8 times 3 equals 24.
Excellent. Excellent. Perfect. So guys, that's how we do the basic type of problem. Anybody have any question? Any question? Any question before we move on?
What if the number had no factors?
All right. Repeat that.
What if the number was an odd number and it had no factors?
So what if it was an odd number?
And it only had 1 on itself.
And it only have 1 on itself? Something like what? Like a 3, which would just have 1 and 3?
Yes, sir.
All right. So if good. So if, let's say, for example, we have this problem now. We have 3a plus, let's say, 9, right? So this is a, this is 9. Now, the factors of 3 are 1 and 3. And the factors of, so if it just have factors of 1 on itself, we put them just the same, 1 on itself. And the factors of 9 would be 1, 3, and 9. Right? So in this case, the highest one is 3. You understand? So the highest one is 3. The 3 goes on the outside right here. And we do the same thing again. What can you multiply by 3 to get 3a, and that is a? Then what can you multiply by 3 to get 9, and that is 3? All right, so you got that?
Yes.
All right, excellent. So remember, we spoke about the intermediate level type question. I'm gonna touch on probably 2 of those before we wrap up class today. Guys, please listen up. These ones might seem a little bit more advanced, but it's just the same thing. So let's go now. Let's put our knowledge to the test. What's the first thing that we did? So we're looking at number 5. I'm gonna write out number 5. So number 5 says, 9m squared plus 6m. What was the first thing that we do?
Where we find the factors of 9 and 6.
Perfect. So don't overthink it, just the same thing. So the question might get harder, but the same thing. So once you learn the basics, you're good. So we put the 9 here, so we put the 6 here. So now, what are the factors of 9 and 6?
Factors of 9 and 6 are 1.
Give me for the 9 first. So we have 1. Let's go.
3
Mm-hmm.
and the 9 itself.
Thank you. Now what are the factors of 6?
1, 2, 3, and 6.
Excellent. All right, so now we take care of this part now. What is the highest that is common?
The one that is common is 3.
Well, we have one is common to, one common and 3 common. But the one that is the biggest one is the 3. Highest common factor. Always remember that. Highest common factor. All right. So now we're going to put the 3 on the outside. But there's a slight twist to this problem now, guys. Remember, the first question, they only have. Repeat that. Go again. All right. So this problem has 2 terms where the first variable is m squared and the second variable is, so m is, so the first problem, the first set of problems only had a m beside the first number. There was no m after the plus sign. So now we have to also find the highest common factor. So m. So what's gonna be, what letter do we put on the outside? What do you think?
M squared.
M2.
All right. So we have m squared. All right. Remember, it's m squared and not m2. So we have m squared right here, and we have m. So this is what we do, guys. So for the number, we chose the one that was the highest number. For the m, we're gonna choose the one that is the smallest in value. Let me go through this and tell you what I'm going now. So the first m is m squared, right? And then the second one was m. So m by itself also means m to the first power. So choose the one with the smallest number on the top. Okay, I'll repeat that again. So the one that has the smallest value at the top here. Thank you. So here's my cursor. The one that has the smallest value at the top here. So that is what we're going to put on the outside. So let's say the question gets a little more complicated, and we saw M7 and M4, and then we see something like H12 and H3. For this one, what goes on the outside for this one?
M4.
Thank you. We choose the one with the smallest number on the top, M to the 4. What about the second one with H?
H3.
H2.
So all right, listen up now. So m with the 4 at the top is m to the power of 4. That's how you say it. M to the power of 4. And then the one with the 3 is h cubed. All right, so now going back to the problem, now we have 3 and m was on the outside. You see how easy that look? Boom. Delete these now. Delete these to stop confuse you. All right, let's go back to the problem now. So h cubed. So now we're gonna ask ourselves the same thing again, guys. The same thing repeat all the time, but we just have to
9 divided by 3.
All right. Now you're on the right track, but now I go kind of correct you some more now. Remember, it's not just a 9, it is 9m squared. So we're gonna take the entire piece right here. So all of this we want. So 9m squared divided by 3m. You understand? So take what is at the top, divide it by all of this down here. So understand? So now
Yes.
3 into 3, 1, 3 into 9, 3. So guess we simplify the number part already. So we just need the letter part right now. So now we have left, we have m squared divided by m remaining. All right. So now look, pay attention to this, guys. M squared is also represented as, so let's put the 3 that we got. M squared is also m times m. Guys, mute the mic if you're not responding. M square is just M times M divided by, there's a M at the bottom here. So remember, we got the 3 from the 9 already. 9 divided by 3, that's the 3. 1 M at the bottom cancel 1 M at the top. So we're just left with 3 M. So the 3 M goes here. So this is telling us that 3 M times 3 M gives us 9 M squared. You see that? 3 M times 3 M gives us 9 M squared. And the same thing goes for this part as well. So we take the 3, we take the 6 M, and we divide it by the 3 M on the outside. So 6 M divided by 3 M. If there's a letter at the top, in this case M, and there's the same letter at the bottom, we can cancel both. So M cancels M. 6 divided by 3, that gives us a 2, and the 2 goes there. Now this one is a little bit more roxy, a little bit more challenging, but you go catch on. So you guys can just take a screenshot of that solution so you can have it to move on to the other problems. I'm gonna leave you guys with repeat. So I'm gonna do question 5 as well. All right, so let's look at question 5. Sorry, question 6. So let's draw a little line right here. So question 6. What's question 6, guys? Tell me question 6. What's question 6?
Here's question 6.
15p to the power of 2 plus 10p.
So 15p square plus 10
15p
square plus
square
10p.
plus 1 10p.
10p, perfect. So remember, guys, this little basic part now easy. Take out the number, then find the factors. Them. What are the factors of 15? Let's go.
1.
Yep.
Never.
Factors of 15, guys.
1, 3, 5.
1, 3, 5, and what again?
15.
Excellent. Let's go to 10. What are the factors of 10?
20.
Remember, the factor cannot be bigger than the number.
5,
1,
2,
1,
1,
2.
and 10.
So 1, 3, 5, and
10.
sorry, that's not right. I was focusing on the 15. There's no 3. Sorry, I was focusing on the 15. Right. So we take out this 3 and we put the 2. So 2 and 10. Those are the factors. All right. So what is the highest common factor?
Highest common factor is 5.
5. See, you're not catch on now. Now learn, man. Highest common factor is 5. Perfect. So we take that 5 and we put it on the outside. Now, what letter are we going to choose? What term in terms of P? What we're gonna put out there?
We're gonna put P.
Why P and not P squared? Just asking.
Because P is the lesser number than P squared.
All right, me see where I come from. Now me I go polish up that right now. So remember, P itself has, so any letter that stands by itself, it has an imaginary power of 1. Don't forget that, you know. So whichever, so all of these letters right here in the question, 5 to 8, it has an imaginary power of 1. 1 is here, 1 is here, 1 is here, 1 is here. So always choose the variable or the letter that has the smallest number, and that is just P. So that's perfect. Parentheses again, the plus sign comes on here. Question you ask yourself now, what term can I multiply by 5p to get 15p squared? Remember our division now, guys. What do I
5
multiply?
divided by 15p square.
All right, so guess what? State the bigger one first. So 15p squared, or let's put the bigger one at top. 15p squared divided by 5p. Always remember that. All right.
Yeah.
Next step again. So we can rewrite this as 15 divided by 5. And remember, p square is just a way of writing p multiplied by p. Since there's a 2 at the top of the p, you write the p 2 times. P multiplied by p, and there's a p at the bottom beside the 5, so that p comes here. Equal. So what's 15 divided by 5?
3.
3. That 3 goes there. And then when it comes down to the p, 1 p at the bottom cancel 1 p at the top. So 5 into 5, 1, 5 into 15, 3. So our answer is just 3p. The 3p goes here. So 3p multiplied by 5p gives us 15p squared. And now the last part now, guys, 10p divided by 5p. What's that?
5 times 2.
We're multiplying now? Oh. So you said 2. All right, so I just dash the p. So remember, the p's can cancel.
P.
Right, good. So we cancel the p. That's fine. And now, see your answer reach now. 5 into 5, 1. 5 into 10, 2. So that's just 2. Perfect. So that's how we get the 2 on the outside. The inside. Let's get one more question, man. We're gonna run one more question. Anybody have any concern, any comment, any questions? Let me do a next one.
Oh, I just realized the framework here.
Okay, no producer now go beat me up with that. All right, make we run the next question. Let's look at number 7. So what you guys are now going to number 7, but you guys start working on number 7, please.
How much time do we have in number 7?
1 minute for number 7.
Okay.
1 link for number 7. 1 minute. Let's go back. Let's go. You guys get in the hang of it. Let me see YouTube space. Guys, remember, we're doing one more question, one more question. Then now beat it for one more question. All right, one more question. You guys are number 7. Let me put the question on screen just now. All right, so let me write number 7. So, Ivan. So, Mr. Thompson, make it look easy. Excellent. That's what we do over this side. So, let's put up number 7 now, guys. So, 18 r square plus 12 r. Come, let's go. What's our first? What's the first thing that we do?
Find the factors of 18 and 12.
Excellent. So 18 and 12. What are the factors of 18? Start with 18.
1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 18.
Excellent. What are the factors of 12?
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. And 12.
Excellent. What is the highest common factor?
3.
6.
Let's see. It's 6. Remember, guys, this is the highest one that is common. So we take the 6 now. All right. Take the 6. And we'll put it on the outside right here. So now, looking at the variable, what letter do we put? Do we put r square or r?
R.
Why r?
Because it is R1 and the R1 is lower than R2.
All right, so remember, guys, r to the power of 1. Always remember to say it that way. R to the power of 1, and that's what we're doing. So R1 is just r by itself, but r to the power of 1 is kind of different concept. So put the r on the outside. Perfect. Wrapping up this last one, guys. So now we ask ourselves, what can we multiply by 6r to get 18r squared? So we take our 18r squared, it on the outside, divide it by 6r that is here, right? So 6r. I'm gonna let you guys bring home number 8. So remember, 18r squared is just a different way of writing 18 times r times r. if we had a 4 at the top beside the R, it would be R 4 times, it would be R times R times R times R. But since we just have 2 R squared, R to the power of 2, we just write R 2 times. Divided by 6 times R. 1 R at the bottom cancel 1 R at the top. Equal 18 divided by 6. That's what. What's
3R.
So this is just now. So 6 into 6, 1, 6 into 18, 3. So answer is 3R. So 3R goes here. One last piece now, guys. So 12R divided by 6R. So we are now looking at this part right here. 12R, remember? We can cancel the R them, you know. R at top and R at bottom. So we can cross them out. R cancel R. And we know just if with numbers that are much easier. So what's 12 divided by 6?
4.
2. Alright, 6 into 6, 1, 6 into 12, 2. So that's 2. So our 2 goes here. See that, guys? So I'm going to see how YouTube look now. So 6R open bracket, 3R plus 2 close bracket. Perfect. You guys are sending the answer them from long time. So it proves to me now that you guys have gotten a better understanding of what we're doing. So for the next session, next Saturday, we're going to be finishing up the intermediate section or the intermediate type questions, and we're going to move to the advanced. Yep. Right.
For next,
Right, gonna,
is it okay to do area and perimeter?
that area and perimeter, that's cool. I'm gonna jot that down. That's cool. I'm gonna take the consideration and just put that under the group of topics that we're gonna be covering. That's a good topic, and I'll definitely. So
Okay.
remember, guys, same place to be this coming Saturday, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Tell your classmate and your cousin and your sister and everybody about the class so that they can join and get the free material that's over here on PDTV mathematics session every Saturday, 1 p.m. So thank you very much and have a wonderful rest of the day. Yes.
Thank you.
All
Bye,
right.
sir.
Bye-bye.
Is there any homework?
High schoolers, level up your brain.
All right, guys. Remember, take care.
PDTV
And
maths sessions every Saturday. Algebra, fractions, equations, functions, all made simple, all made fun.